Yeah. Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, 'cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah, yeah. Race called life. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm grinding 'cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. They have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, been always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob, 'cause I do good business, I'm too good with it. And even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them and don't like being missing, but I hate when my bills is thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, 'cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith in my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. Just trying to win this race called life. Yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. Yeah. Yeah. I keep on running in this race called life. Yeah. Yeah. I won't come in last place in life. No. 'Cause I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life.
Yo,
I just gotta win this race called life. This
rise
race
and
called
grind, rise and
life.
shine.
Just gotta.
All right, let's get that out of here. I was feeling that though. That song get me going in the morning, man. I'll be ready to take over the world after I listen to that. How y'all doing today, man? Rise and shine, man. Peace and blessings to the family. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope y'all had a great weekend. You know, we're rolling into a new week here. Hope you bringing positive energy into this new week and leaving all that old bullshit behind, man. Whatever happened last week, let it stay in the past, man. Focus on the present, and keep it moving. But let's get into this, man. This is some crazy shit that just happened. You may have already seen this on the news. This shit actually made the news. Um, this pastor got robbed for $1 million in jewelry. And excuse me for laughing because it's not even funny, but the shit's fucked up, and I'm gonna just go ahead and straight play the video so y'all can see what happened. This shit was wild. This shit was live streamed, and they straight ran up in there. So this is where he lays down. He must have seen them enter the building. You see fam over here, cool as a fan. I'm watching his body language in the corner. Man, he's still a little jumpy, but he's playing it safe as he should. He definitely didn't get up to help. Preacher got a nice backdrop back there. I wonder who made that. Okay, yeah, right now they're robbing him actually. And you're gonna see the robbers come on and off the screen a few more times. You still see him sitting here with his feet under this podium right here. This is the preacher down here. And wow, the audacity, man. Uh, uh, you know, they run up in the churches now. You know, it's I won't even now. It's not like they haven't been doing it. You know, off with his jewelry. This guy walks back up to check for more stuff, and then they run off. So this is pretty much what's going on right here. They laid him down right there at the church podium. You feel me? Right there at the church podium, they laid preacher down, and now he gets up. They'd have ripped his collar off. Now the drummer gets up. Okay, we're not even gonna get into none of that though. I'm not gonna speculate. Dang, this is fucked up. They robbed this pastor $1 million in jewelry in the heart of Brooklyn. Um, and I wish I could hear what they were saying, but yeah, you could tell they're distraught. He's holding his head over here to the left. And let's see exactly who this guy is, because I wasn't hip to this guy. This guy, a rich guy like that, you would think he would be on the map on some TD Jakes type. Let me bring myself back on the screen. On some TD Jakes type, Kirk Franklin shit, or maybe that's what he was aspiring to. For all I know, this could be a publicity stunt, to get some insurance money and hopes to aspire to that. I'm not above speculating against anything just because he got a collar on his neck. Some of the biggest crooks in the world wear, robes and collars and are judges and priests. So I'm not gonna put nothing above nobody. I've seen it all. But again, he's innocent until proven guilty. So I'm not just gonna throw that on him like he did that shit like that. But let's get into this guy right here. Let me play this video, so you guys can, look into this guy's life and see, who this guy is a little bit. Oh shit, though. I feel him. He got style. He's got good taste. Definitely has good taste.
Bishop Whitehead, y'all see class is starting February the 5th. I'm going to show you how to buy and flip, how to buy complexes, apartment complexes, renovating, and first and foremost, understand that God did it, not me.
Whoa, that's reminiscent of a lot of people in the conscious community, man. Sign for my seminars, and I'm going to teach you how to get this money. And, I don't know. When people see it in the conscious community, they come down on it. But when people of the Christian faith or Islamic faith, or any other faith do it, they're not viewed as preying on their congregation. I guess if he's giving out good information, though, information is free. If he really loved the people, he wouldn't even be charging them for that. But, that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to judge this man for how he operates or what he does. You know what I'm saying? And again, don't be scared to donate to my Cash App, $ Astro Vibe Tribe. You feel me? I've accepted donations. Fuck it. This guy's accepted donations. I'm getting accepted donations. We all accepted donations. But but yeah, man. And this is a sad story, but I just wanted you guys to, look more into this, because this shit blew me right here when I saw him talking about the real estate classes, and I'm like, damn, a lot of times people feel fleeced out of their money when they do things like this. And I wonder if the people who ran up in that church may happen to have been, somebody who he had known. Usually when you get robbed, 9 times out of 10, the person who did the shit. You feel me? So they knew what he had on him. They knew he had more than one chain on him, and they took the one, double back for the second one that was up under his robe. He's gonna go ahead and explain all of that. And this shit is sad. This shit is wild, man. And if you in here right now, please smash that like button. Please smash that share button. Don't be scared to hit that bell so you get a notification when we go live. And you can get this news and these clips firsthand. Because one thing I'm gonna always do is I'm gonna always bring the news clips to you, and I'm gonna always bring the receipts, man. Receipt gang in the building. You know how I'm coming. Let me back up a little bit. I feel like I'm close to my camera today. Receipt gang in the building. There we go. I like that. I like how I'm looking now. Receipt gang in the building, man. And let's get more into this clip right here.
We back. Bishop Whitehead. Y'all see Whitehead Estates. Listen, I'm telling y'all, join my real estate class. It's starting February 5th. I'm going to show you how to buy and flip, how to buy complexes, apartment complexes, renovating, and first and foremost, understand that God did it, not me.
Rolls. I see him with the rolls.
What's up, y'all? This is Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead, man. Y'all
Okay.
come out to vote. Early voting has just started. I will not lose.
Hey, Bishop.
Apostle,
Hey, okay, I feel him. He definitely flexing out here, man.
God bless you. God bless you. This is Bishop Lamar
Definitely
Miller
got
Whitehead.
good taste,
and yes,
man.
I need y'all to sign up for the real estate classes.
Hell of an overbite. Gave him a little list. I don't know if them is veneers.
what's up, y'all? What's up, man?
No, mind my business. Let me mind my business.
We here at the Whitehead
Feeling that
Estates,
Fendi
man.
jacket. Is that Fendi? You make this big. Hold on. The boy is fresh, man. I cannot not the kid
Early
fresh.
voting has just started.
That's what we're not gonna do.
I will not lose. Bishop,
Looking like Fabo.
Apostle,
God bless you. God bless you. This is Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead. And yes, I need y'all to sign up for the real estate classes.
Woo. This boy is
what's
stunting.
up, y'all? What's up?
I hope he written them joints out so that way he can make his money back.
We here.
Turn that into a business
the
instead of
Whitehead
just a
Estates,
liability.
man.
You know, and this is how you was coming. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the shit's wild, man. You know, they ran up in the church, laid this man down, took him up out his shit. You know, the shit fucked up at any rate, you know. It's alternative ways to get money, man. We don't gotta go around like this, but you know, a lot of people have been saying that this was the type of shit that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are taken from the community and they're not actually given to their constituents. You know what I'm saying? They're not actually blessing the people. They're leeches amongst the people. I'm not sure what this guy is per se. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on him, but you know, if he was actually serving, I ain't gonna say it like that. If he was actually doing what the fuck he was supposed to be doing, that wouldn't have happened like that. And if you in the streets, you already know what I'm talking about. You know, he comes from the streets, and I'm gonna let him speak and give you more of his background right here.
Have this press conference today because it is an emergency. Our houses of worship, no matter if you're Christian, no matter if you're Muslim, no matter if you're Jewish, no matter if you have Buddhist or Hindu, no matter what walk of life you are, we come into the house of the Lord to pray. We come into the house of the Lord
Facts.
to give praise. We come into the house of the Lord with no weapons. We come into the house of the Lord vulnerable. We come into the house of the Lord and we drop.
I don't know. Now, my granddaddy had a church. Niggas was strapped. Niggas was not in there naked. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving.
Our regret. We drop things that people have done.
Especially rocking $1 million worth of jewelry, fam. You from the streets, and I respect it. And I know you on your non-violence, and you think that's a part of Christianity, but like you need to look into Christianity a little bit more because them is some of the most violent motherfuckers throughout history. So for you to be taking about your jewels in Jesus' name and you think that's righteous, like I don't understand that. But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep it moving. I'm gonna let you go ahead and speak. Yo, peace. You know, I just wanted to say that. Let me go back a little bit.
The Lord with no weapons.
Here we go.
We come into the house of the Lord vulnerable. We come into the house of the Lord and we drop regret. We drop things that people have done to us on the outside, whether it's loved ones, whether it's people that did not know us. We walk into this church, our houses of worship. We walk into this church, whatever worship center.
That boy fresh. That boy fresh, man.
With a whole heart.
It's the glasses.
With a contrite heart.
He killed him with
a
the
forgiving
glasses.
heart. With a heart not to look over our back and our
Man,
shoulders.
that pink don't match nothing you got on.
For people to harm us or hurt us.
He killed it with the salmon. Is that salmon?
But on July 24th, as leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, as we were in church, and as I began to preach a sermon called Remember Me. And this sermon was entitled Remember Me because Isaiah, the prophet, came to Hezekiah and said,
Preach,
your time is up
preach.
and you're going to die. And Hezekiah prayed and said, Lord, remember me. It's not by accident that God allowed me to preach that sermon to remember me. Because God remembered us. God remembered us. And there was no fatalities. And as I got into the pulpit, three armed men ran into my church with guns out, guns drawn. And my parishioners didn't even know what was happening. And as I began to preach my sermon and looking at the front door, and I saw the door rip open and three armed men coming in with pistols. And the
nigga,
only
who
thing
you
that
owe
I
money
can do
to,
is say,
bruh?
okay with my
You owe
hands
somebody
up
some money.
to show them that I
They
surrender.
came to see about
to
that.
show my
That's
church
what happened.
that I shepherd, that we are not going to fight. And as I put the mic down, I told the church to get down. And when they start to roll and look around, the women and children start to scream, holler, as the three gunmen came to the pulpit and put a gun to my head. And one of the gunmen,
And that's, you know what, that's
went to
fucked
my
up,
wife,
man. You know what?
who was right,
I was gonna make light of this whole situation and kind of joke and clown around a little bit, but I'm actually really thankful that the man is okay. If this whole robbery he wasn't privy to prior to them coming in there. What else? You know, and that's fucked up. I've been in that situation before. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've been in this situation before. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody put a gun to my head before. But I don't know. And when you're in that situation, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best thing to do is exactly what the fuck he did. You know what I'm saying? You only got a half a second to react. You know what I'm saying? And if you hesitate, that's your life. So, and even sometimes that half a second one wouldn't save you. You know what I'm saying? And that is, you only have that much time to decide if you want to do something. So I think, you know, being that there were other people in the building and he was concerned for their safety, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know. Like, you got $1 million worth of jewelry, man. You're supposed to have some security on you, or you're supposed to be your own security. Like, if somebody run up on you in Jesus, hey, in Jesus' name, you're supposed to blow their ass. I'm sorry. What is that? It's a Paul Mooney clip. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get this clip before we go out of here. It's a Paul Mooney clip. Paul Mooney says, he said the Pope had to be black. he was like, who else could wear that cape and that jewelry like that? The shit's funny as fuck. And then he was like, and the Pope says, when they shot at me, I'll be shooting back. He was like, they ain't getting this, all this, they ain't getting none of this jewelry, not all this praying I done did. And that's how the joke goes. But you know, right here, this guy, you know, isn't living up to the Paul Mooney joke. I respect it though. I'm not for taking black lives at any cost. You know, a lot of times you can get that monetary shit back at the same time. So would it be worth you defending yourself, taking this life, and et cetera, et cetera? You know, there's a lot of roads we can go down, and we can play the whole hindsight game, you know, but then we'll be here all podcasts at the same time. You know, to each their own, and everybody moves different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if some people ran up in a Muslim church, if, this podcast would have went the same way. You know what I'm saying? He might not have made it up out of there. And so, uh, and I'm gonna let him go ahead and finish telling you the story about exactly what happened and these people that came in, because it's very telling. When people start to talk, a lot of times they reveal a lot about themselves. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and speak. Drop that game, my man. Where it said it's freezing on me. There we go.
One of the gunmen went to my wife, who was right on my side, holding my 8-month-old baby. And they put the gun in my 8-month-old baby's face. As
That's
they
fucked up.
took all of the jewelry from my wife, I was still held at gunpoint. And the man that robbed me took my Episcopal ring, my wedding ring, my watch, my bishop's chain and cross, because we were celebrating communion. And then he started to tap my back.
Oh, like that.
And said, "What else do you have?"
Like, nigga, hold on. What communion got to do with you wearing $1 million worth of jewelry? You see how he tries to correlate the reason for him having his jewelry? See, shit like that I pay attention to. I don't like little shit jump out at me. Like, nigga, you said they took this and we had all this on because we were celebrating communion. No, brother, I don't throw every piece of jewelry on in my house like Gucci man because it's the holiday, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not to even say that this is all your jewelry, but excuse me for not looking at y'all. I'm over here rolling up. But you know what I'm saying? Don't correlate that with communion. You didn't buy that chain to wear on communion days. You bought it because you liked it. You bought it because you wanted to be fresh. You bought it because you wanted to shine. And I guarantee you wear it on other days besides communion. Let me keep it moving now. It's just little subtle shit. Because, you walking around with $1 million worth of jewelry amongst people that can barely pay their bills at the end of the week. And then you taking donations from these people. You see what I'm saying? So, at some point, this shit gets real weird. And that's why he has to downplay the reason that he has all this expensive shit on. You know what I'm saying? Let me let this guy continue. But I noticed that little shit, and don't read past that. You can't read past that little shit. When people put shit out there, they
One
be
of the
projecting.
gunmen went to my wife, who was right on my
I'm
side.
trying to give you a frame of
holding
thinking
my
to run
8-month-old
with instead
baby.
of looking at the
They
facts and
put the
coming up
gun
with your
in
own.
my 8-month-old baby's face. As they took all of the jewelry from my wife,
You fresh though.
I was still held at gunpoint. And the man that robbed me took my Episcopal ring, my wedding ring, my watch, my bishop's chain and cross,
him big when
because
I roll
we were
up.
celebrating communion. And then he started to tap my back and said, "What else do you have?" Started to tap my back. And he felt my other chains underneath my robe. And he began to rip my sacred collar off my neck. The collar of the yoke.
Hey,
When I was consecrated, they had to put the collar as I became a bishop. And he ripped it maliciously.
I don't know.
And as
I'm
you can
just
see
not.
in the video,
He's
he
just not
proceeded to
selling
break
me. Like,
and pull my
and I fuck with him. I want to believe the guy. He's just not. Like, I don't know. And not to say that he's being insincere about any of this shit. Because he could be completely telling the truth right now. I don't know this guy enough to know his tales for real. And you know what I'm saying? He's not doing too much looking up to the left. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna pay more attention. I have to play this back again and go over the body language psychology of it. But he's not selling me on this shit. He sounds like somebody who's trying to stretch the truth to make you feel sympathy for him when like he brought this shit on himself, kinda. And I'm not saying that about this situation. That's just the feeling that him talking gives me, like, because I've been in this situation before and I've seen people, you know what I'm saying, try to get sympathy for a situation they brought on themselves and try to play that victim role When it's like, nigga, you was over there fucking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And you ain't think I know. And now you over here trying to play sympathy and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know if that's what's going on here, but that's the feeling that I'm getting just listening to him talk. You know, I'm not being convinced. And that's not to discredit him in any way, because he can be completely telling the truth. I'm just giving you guys my intuition and feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in. You know, I meditate. I real aware and in tune with my body. So, you know, that's part of my sixth sense. And this is just a feeling I'm getting. And again, it's not always accurate, but let this continue. Come on, fam. Why are you pausing on me?
Collar of the yoke. When I was consecrated, they had to put the collar as I became a bishop. And he ripped it maliciously. And as you can see in the video, he continued to jerk it and pull my chains, but it wouldn't come off. So he told me, take it off, with the gun to my head. And as I looked at my congregation, and they were all rolled over on the floor, I was a helpless shepherd. They trusted me, and I couldn't protect them in this moment. And as I took off my jewelry and gave it to them, two of them ran, one came back and started tapping my pockets. And then he ran off. And as soon as he turned his back and got to the door, I ran behind him.
I want to go into the deeper subliminal message, because this shit just came to me. The deeper subliminal message in this whole thing is that Christianity has taught us as black people not to fight back. And that's the reason we'll never get none of this shit back. And we'll never come out from under the boot of white supremacy. I just want people to recognize that. And so when y'all see me coming at religion so tough, it's because this is the underlying principle. This man right here is going to, like, already saying, like, you know, the Lord is my shepherd. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to do none of that. And that's cool. And in that situation, maybe that would have worked. But if you had your hammer on you, you feel me? Maybe you could have kept your jewelry. Maybe everybody wouldn't have been helpless, and then people could have did whatever they wanted to you. And you saying, well, if it's the Lord's will, like, no. Well, maybe it's the Lord's will for you to go get your CC dub, my G. Or to keep some people around you with that joint. Like, why does accepting Christianity mean that you can't fight back? I don't get it. I'm gonna let him go ahead though. And again, I just think that's why it was given to us, to keep us docile, to take the warrior out of the black man, and to pray to an outside source to do the saving when it's up to us to save ourselves, man. Okay. I digress. I'm gonna let him go ahead. Shit deep though.
Take it off with the gun to my head.
Psychological warfare, man.
And as I looked at my congregation, and they were all rolled over on the floor, I was a helpless shepherd. They trusted me, and I couldn't protect them in this moment.
Couldn't protect them. You should have had your hammer on you, fam.
I took off my jewelry and gave it to them. Two of them ran, one came back and started tapping my pocket.
You can't protect nobody. Hold up. I gotta stop this again, black man. As a black man, you're supposed to be a protector. Ain't no way in hell you gonna make yourself a target like that and then get caught lacking. I don't care what faith you is. I don't care what faith you is. And we got some comments up in here. What's up? What's up, Davine? My bad. Day, my bad. What up, Day? Yeah, this shit crazy, man. They caught fam lacking. Like, man, all the positive shit I preach, man, all the black power shit I preach, I would lay one of these niggas the fuck out. Nigga, because self-preservation is the first rule of nature, man. You out here helpless and you can't even defend your congregation. You can't defend your wife. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not advocating black on black crime or black murder and none of that shit. But I'm advocating defending yourself at all times and not letting nobody play with you. I'm advocating being on your 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You ain't moving right. You got too much money. What is it? A couple dollars on security. Come on, man. I throw shows and concerts. I have thrown shows and concerts. It ain't $250 get you 2 bouncers. Like you tripping. Armed security. I got niggas that show up with the hammers for free. And they believe in the Lord. I could have sent you some help, fam. All right, man. I digress. Let me let him get into it though. I'm not trying to glorify no gangster shit because that's not what I'm about at all. You know what I'm saying? But we can't be out here lacking. We supposed to be the protectors of the community. You can't even protect your wife. You done made yourself a target, rocking all this ice like you P Diddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking like Mace around this joint. I bet you even Mace know better, man. Looking like a baby Mace. Like, you fresh. That's one thing I'm not gonna knock. I have not knocked your fresh this whole podcast, bro. Shout out to you, man. Yo, shout out your stylist. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. But you made yourself a target, man, and you got to recognize that when you in the lion's den, nigga, you gotta move like a lion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, you was in the jungle, and them niggas came to snatch your food off your plate. You know what I'm saying? And I know you gonna wise up, and I know you gonna know better this time. He said, "True." Let me go ahead and let this shit play, so y'all can get some insight into how he's talking, because he's not convincing me with this shit. After all this, I think it might be an insurance scam.
As soon as he turned his back and got to the door, I ran behind him because I wanted to be in front of my church. If they came back,
you want to be the first nigga with no gun to get shot. That's what you saying?
I wanted to protect my church.
Then why you ain't had no strap?
And I began to go downstairs.
Hold up.
And as I seen him through the window.
Let me hear that. That's a Dr. Dre ad lib.
Funneling across the street.
But he talking about he want to protect his church, but he made his whole church a target with this $1 million fucking in jewelry, and he didn't have no hammer on him. 82nd and Superior, Emmanuel Christian Baptist Center, man. We wasn't lacking down there. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out my grandfather, shout out my pops. I guarantee you some hammers in the church. Matter of fact, my grandmama stays strapped. Like, what are you talking? Like, my grandmama, I'm not even gonna get into the personal stories, but my grandmama done bust that thing down there on 82nd and Superior. So, man, nobody running up. Man, look, yeah, you tripping. And this is your fault. You brought this on yourself. You know, I know Jesus is supposed to be your shield, your rock, your protector, and all of that, but that Bible can't stop no bullets, fam. So, you know what I'm saying? We need to start living in the real world, and this is where beliefs and reality don't mesh, my nigga. The beliefs and the reality don't mesh. And sometimes, you know, that book isn't gonna save black folks from violence in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? We have to be our own saviors, and that's even what the book represents. You know what I'm saying? You got to find the Jesus in you, find that light in you, find that divine spark in you. It's in all of us. You know what I'm saying? We could all walk that path. And that was the message of it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what faith you walking in, it's the same message. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the messenger, get the message. And that's no disrespect to nobody's faith or who you believe in. You know what I'm saying? When I cussed with it, I just want that to be understood. I'm gonna go ahead and let Pastor talk, because you know it's funny. It got A1. I don't like this. Whoever crossed these eyes out on the dude to the right of him, you see this background behind him. They got the X on the eyes. This look like some Batman, Joker type shit going on here. And then as he moves and sways to the left and the right, I see A1 keep popping up. And then I'll see the word real A1, real A1. Prayers, worship, results. I don't know, fam. Maybe you weren't praying hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you wasn't praying hard enough. Or maybe you weren't doing enough for the community. Maybe your works wasn't where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? But if you was really serving your community, that shit wouldn't have happened like that, man. Niggas would have looked at you like, no, we can't do him like that. You know what I'm saying? That brother they would have looked at doing anything bad to you as hurting them and the people that they care about. If you was really out here doing had boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I want to matter of fact, let me shout out Jamar Milton, because he did a podcast 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I heard him say that. And I don't want to quote somebody else's shit, but that shit It was already in the back of my subconscious. It just came out. Boom. So yeah, shout him out on that, man. If he was really serving your community, had boots on the ground, you wouldn't be going through these situations. And again, let me jump videos. I want anybody who's in here right now and just tapped in, I want y'all to see, you know, how he coming. That's how he coming. You know, he's stunting on IG. No disrespect. You know, everybody got their right to their best life. But you made yourself crazy. Like, if you're not really out here doing that, they might be. What was that Ice Cube movie, man? Anybody know the Ice Cube movie where they went in there and robbed the church? Tim and Cat Williams in that bitch. Like
Yeah,
that.
we back, y'all. We back. Bishop Whitehead.
Fresh
Y'all see
though.
Whitehead Estates.
Not this fresh.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, join my real estate class. It's starting February the 5th. I'm going to show you how to buy and flip, how to buy complexes, apartment complexes, renovating, and first and foremost, understand that
I
God
think he owed
did,
somebody
not
some
me.
money and they came to see about that little shit. And they actually cashed in on their
What's up,
investment.
y'all? This is Bishop
Feel me?
Lamar Miller Whitehead, man. Y'all come out to vote.
You probably owe somebody some chump change and they took him for all this fucking ice. And he like, damn, man, I should have just gave old buddy that little 3,500. Now you short $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole bunch of different theories out there. You know, some people saying this whole shit may be an insurance scam. He's definitely in debt right now on some properties. You know, I saw a meme about that. I didn't bring it up. Yeah, he owed down, man. Buddy owed down. And if you from the streets, you already know, man. Anybody else looking at this is going to be like, oh my God, they robbed the pastor. Like, no, once I heard fam talk, I said the same shit too. Like, dang, they robbed the pastor. Like, dang, man. I mean, these COVID came out, these niggas closed their doors. They wasn't healing nobody. You know what I'm saying? Jesus took a vacation or who Allah took a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers dying left and right, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the virus. The government got more power over our religion and our faith than Jesus or Allah or anybody else do. They shut the church's doors. You know what I'm saying? So, and the shit crazy, man. Dude, down, man. Somebody got scammed on one of these real estate things that he doing, and or something. Like, nobody gonna run up on you if you really out here on some righteous shit, man. Especially that way, like they knew where you was at, man. This shit was a planned robbery, a planned hit. Nigga, they knew exactly where you was at. They knew where you was gonna be. Nigga, and they didn't mind robbing you on live. You feel me? The fact that it was live. Yeah, Scabbing caught up with his ass. Hey, the fact that the shit was live makes me think it was a scam, because that's too perfect. Like, you got the whole shit filmed, so the insurance company, like, they ain't got nothing to argue with. It's just like, here goes the tape. Yeah, they robbed me, and here's the tape. You know what I'm saying? To prove that it was an actual robbery and I didn't have nothing to do with it. Here you go. Like, he about to get his check fast from the insurance company. They about to break him off quick. Like, it's closed case. You know what I'm saying? They may do a little investigation. As long as they don't catch the robbers and find phone numbers in each other's phones or some weird ass shit like that, social media contact between the two of them, he gonna be good and he gonna get his check. Like, who gets a... I know he had insurance on the shit. I got insurance on my little shit. And I'm still not about to let it go. You feel me? I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I don't know. It depends on the situation, man. Like I say, you only got a split second to move. Like 50 Cent said, you know, ain't no time to cock it when they run up on you with them things out. You know, if it's beef, cock it and dump it. The drama really mean nothing to me. I ride by and blow your brains out. If it's beef, cocking and dumping, drama really, I forgot how he rolls into that line. But he say it ain't no time to cock them things when they run up on you with them things out. You don't got time. You better ride around one in the head. Like, you gotta, and it's funny, I've been in this situation and I move with people who rock a lot of jewelry in big settings in big cities, not this Ohio shit where I'm at. This shit's slow up here. Not that a nigga won't rob you. Nick Cannon just got robbed. Nick Cannon came to Cleveland and they snatched his chain downtown. If y'all didn't know about that, I should do a podcast on that. They robbed Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon said he's never coming back to Cleveland. They done ran Nick Cannon off. And I bet you Nick Cannon was down there just chilling with his chain on, like, man, I'm Nick Cannon. Not he wasn't wearing it like he was a gangster and he was gonna do anything. He just probably felt safe. Like, these is my people. Like, I love my people and my people love me. Like, and if somebody saw me, like, I don't come off as gangster. I don't rap about murder, death, and killing and being a thug. So they shouldn't bring that energy to me. And granted, that's probably why he didn't get shot. But they definitely snatched his shit. You feel me? Yeah. They took this nigga, they robbed Nick Cannon, man, in Cleveland. My mama told me about this shit. That's what's funny. What's funny is my mama stay strapped. My mama OG keep the 40 on there in her pocket, or shoot you through the pocket, keep play with her. You know what I'm saying? She be all down the way and through EC and moving everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because of her job, she keep a 40 on her. Sleep with that bitch right there. My mama don't go to the bathroom without her gun. Like, this is how we came up, though. You know what I'm saying? I came up from a church family, but we was definitely all about protecting ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I was taught self-defense at a young age. Like, I wasn't taught shooting and guns, you know what I'm saying? But I saw them, you know what I'm saying? Um, and again, like I say, my grandmama was down there busting that thing on 82nd and Superior. You feel me? So that's neither here nor there, though. But let me go ahead and get back into this guy's spiel, because what he says about his own situation is very revealing. So boom. Where he at? Where he at? Yeah, this nigga, oh, down, man. Scamming caught up with the preacher. You know what I'm saying? You taking that's the congregation money that you rocking around your neck. I'm not even gonna make that assumption. That's an assumption, because that could be his real estate money. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm making assumptions, but again, if you $1 million man and everybody else around you starving, you know what I'm saying? That don't sit right with me either. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around you should be on the level you on. You know what I'm saying? If you can't bring your people up to where you at, to the point where they will want to protect you if some shit like that even go down, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing your job.
Car, I began to chase them, but I couldn't find them. And I drove up and down Avenue D. So I'm here today not to continue with this story because you heard it, but I'm here today because houses of worship need to be protected. We need to be protected.
And I like how he's trying to make it like it's not about him.
I want to go through just a few notes of mine.
It ain't about me. It's about houses of worship. They need to be protected.
Because the media...
Like, yeah, that's the only way you're going to get some help, probably. Because they about to...
reason,
niggas just got to laugh at
you. You portray black men as criminals.
And this part's true. It's
My
just...
church can't get no sympathy nor empathy. If you recall, 2 months ago, I turned in a young man that was wanted for murdering another young man on the Q train.
And then
the family called me, and I told them that he must turn himself in.
And I necessarily don't know.
And they agreed.
I don't know. I'm not for killing black people, but I don't know if I would turn anybody into the white supremacist system. Like, I'm about to be helping them. You know what I'm saying? I might help that man find peace and reach God and all of that, but I don't want to give him over to them necessarily. I don't know. Is this man a stone cold killer? Is he a serial killer? Do we need to take him off the streets? Is he a threat to other people? I don't know the situation. But, and one, for him to even be bringing that shit up and bragging about that shit right here and right now, like, nigga, why ain't y'all helping me? I just turned a nigga in last week. Like, come on, man. Get out of here. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to throw your righteous deeds up in people's face. You know what I'm saying? To get people to move for you. Again, like I say, if you was really serving your community, people already gonna know. You ain't even gonna have to speak about this shit. You know what I'm saying? You really feel like you ain't getting no love out here? Maybe it's because you not showing enough love. Show more love. You feel me? Show more motherfucking love, you're gonna get more motherfucking love. You out here eating and everybody else ain't got shit on their plate. Not that it's your job to feed everybody, but if you got these people around you, this your congregation, you know what I'm saying? What do the books say? Don't make me get into the scriptures. Because I was trying not to do that shit. I was about to go into the scriptures about worldly possessions, et cetera, et cetera. I wasn't gonna do that though, because I like me some jewelry too. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who already know, pvoclothingco.com. Let me go ahead and throw that up on the bottom of the screen so y'all can tap in. But you know, I sell jewelry too. Anybody need some gold teeth or custom jewelry? Tap into PVO Clothing Co. on all social medias, and the website's on the bottom of the screen right now. You know, show some love. You can even just go buy a t-shirt. I got crystals on there, crystal jewelry for women. Um, but yeah, you know, if it was really serving the community, this wouldn't happen like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ran up in my shit, and I be online talking. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. I don't know who this man is. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say ain't nobody ran up in my shit because I be doing shit for the community. I don't know. Motherfuckers probably somebody probably told him don't do that shit. That nigga be or he move like this, or I don't even be letting my shorty know how I move. Like, and again, people can't get around me. I don't know. I'm not. I just always tried to move like a celebrity after kicking in with my one homie and the way we had to move. Like I just adopted that shit. Like, and even ever since a kid, my mama was like, "Don't let motherfuckers know where you stay, because then they can come try to get you there." So it's just like, just growing up in the streets, I always moved a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to get up under me to be able to get up over on me. Somebody either got up under him and knew what he had, when he was gonna have it on, where he was gonna be, or he set this whole shit up himself. And that's the side that I'm leaning towards, because you know, why not? You know, COVID's hit hard, you know. You got me thinking about it, you know. It's a non-victimless crime.
And when we got to the
And
end,
I don't even know if I could say that, because he probably scared the bejesus out of everybody there. So those people are victims to a fake ass robbery. You know what I'm saying? And the PTSD they may be suffering too. So, you know, the court, if he got caught for this shit in 2 weeks, like, you should expect me back doing another podcast about this shit, because that shit would be fucking hilarious. Pastor caught doing insurance scam on jewelry. Like, I can see the fucking headline now. Like, let me let this play. Make him big. I'm gonna let it run this time and quit cutting him off, so that way y'all can see what he's talking about, because he's explaining the robbery and how it happened.
was wanted for murdering another young man on the Q train. The family called me, and I told them that he must turn himself in. And they agreed, and they trusted me. And when we got to the end of the surrender, the media portrayed me as the bling bling bishop.
The bling bling bishop.
They portrayed my car. They talked about my Fendi jacket.
That nigga
They
was
talked
fresh. I
about
ain't gonna
me.
cap.
And they did not even want to talk anymore about what the bishop has done. This was a man that was wanted for murder. This was a man that was alleged to commit a crime against a New Yorker. One of, if not the greatest city in the world.
See, he ushering for sympathy right now.
And after that, my life
And nigga,
changed.
you already got robbed.
Because
Why
all
do
the
you
media
have to
started
bring
to
up all
plaster
of this
me, not
other
as a
sad
bishop.
shit to make people feel bad for you if this was a genuine robbery? See, this is another shit that I'm paying attention to. If you really got robbed, that's all you would have to talk about. You wouldn't have to go into none of this other stuff to get people to feel bad for you and to make them believe you. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, you think people disbelieve you probably because there's some foul play going on. And you think there's somebody on to you. Like, damn, can they tell? Did I play that off good enough? Did I lay down right? Did I get up too fast? This shit blew up. I ain't think it was gonna get on TV like that. You see what I'm saying? So that may be the situation he's in now, or who knows? Maybe this may be a publicity stunt to try to position himself to be the next Kirk Franklin, or you know, TD Jakes, or Bling Bling Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, preaching the word is only going to work so long. You know, these people have to, once you start mixing religion and social media, you have to start, you know, publicity stunts come out to keep you relevant. You know what I'm saying? And the narcissism gets into play, you know, and you really feel like God working through you, and then you start planning these crazy things to get your name popping. You know, I've seen the shit happen. I've seen it done. Uh, shit, even I do goofy shit to garner attention, and then I'll try to take it and shift it in one way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this whole social media shit. Just look up psychology marketing. Type that in on YouTube. If anybody who has their own business or is looking to market a product, brand, or anything like that, study psychology marketing, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything from the colors to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna break that down. That's a whole nother podcast. Let's just stay focused on the capping preacher. I mean, the bling bling preacher, as he called himself. Bling bling, that boy fresh. Ooh, that blazer fresh. I need me one. And this video long. I'm not gonna let the whole video play.
That has a felony.
So he convicted. He got a felony.
Wanted to talk about what Bishop Whitehead has done. So nobody wanted to talk about that. The young man.
And I'm not knocking him. I got 3 fat numbers.
Everybody wanted to talk about the bling bling bishop that the media portrayed. And then they wanted to go, oh, he was convicted for scheme to defraud, grand larceny.
There you have it. He just said he was convicted for fraud and grand larceny already prior.
They always bring up our past.
You know?
They always bring up our past.
I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I even done lied to the insurance company before. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I was trying to pull a scam off or nothing. Some shit happened. I just was like, fuck it, I might as well lie to try to get this money. You know what I'm saying? They caught me, kicked me off the insurance, a whole bunch of shit. You know, they ain't take me to jail or charge me with fraud or nothing, but they could have. They could have pushed the shit. And again, you know, he's not selling me. I'm not convinced. And listening to him talk and watching this whole thing, I'm just not convinced. I don't know. Something just doesn't sit right with me about none of this. None of this shit. I'm gonna let it play.
They don't want to say that Bishop Whitehead was illegally convicted. They don't want to say that they forged search warrants in order to convict me. They don't want to talk about how they hid all the evidence and lied to my attorneys to convict me.
Do you got receipts for that?
Everybody wants to talk about that I went to prison. Typical black man. Let's talk about my father, Arthur Miller, who was killed when I was 6 weeks old.
See, again, he talk about everything else but the robbery, man. This man guilty, man. This man guilty. Why is he giving his whole life story? Let me skip ahead, man.
What are we supposed to do? I'm a black man in America. Every time I get in my car, I don't know if I'm going to come home because we die for less. So today,
that's true. But what does this have to do with you getting robbed? You're talking about the police now.
A few points. Then I'm going to open it for questions. Everybody is setting a narrative that all of this, it was $1 million, it was 400,000, all that's garbage. Nobody can quote that I said any of that. But to sell newspapers and to sell media, y'all put whatever number you want on its face.
I put $1 million. Y'all see that in my title.
Opportunity to defend myself.
Preach then, brother. Preach.
$1 million worth of jewelry in all the tabloids. Why would a pastor have that? What about his congregation? And then you posterize if I wear a Fendi suit or Gucci suit. Why is Fendi, Louis, and Gucci, why can't we wear that in the church?
What?
What's wrong with that?
What?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Because we believe God for hope. We believe God for hope. We believe God for transparency. We believe God to change our lives. My mother was on welfare. I remember, I don't know how old y'all are, but I was born in 1978.
Okay, that's enough of this. I can't let this keep playing no more. I'm done listening to him talk, but he just said it right there. Like, the man's revealed himself, man. You more worried about being fresh and your jewelry than you are your congregation. You telling 5 other stories except for the story that happened to get people to feel bad for you about why they should be able to feel bad for you. You see what I'm saying? If this shit was on the up and up, you wouldn't have to do none of that. You would just be telling the story over and over again. You would still be in such shock. You wouldn't be going to all this past. I was this, I was that. They wrongfully convicted me. The cops out here killing black folks. Nigga, please. I'm done. I'm done, man. Again, let me show you who this guy is. You know, if you don't know, you know, Bishop Whitehead. Beautiful wife. Doing his thing. That Lambo truck. This how he pulling up. But they was in that raggedy old church. That church was like a storefront, y'all. And they only had 25 people.
We back, y'all. We back. Bishop Whitehead.
This nigga not no real preacher, man. He getting them tax write-offs.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, join my real estate class. It's starting February the 5th. I'm going to show you how to buy and flip, how to buy complexes, apartment complexes, renovating, and first and foremost, understand that God did it, not me.
Look, hold on. Now, since he just said that, that made me remember I was supposed to show y'all something else on this. So I'm about to share my screen and show y'all some of these comments from IG because the shit was funny on here. Now this page that I'm showing y'all, this is Pro Black Thought on _3 on IG. Go to their page. I'll be jacking a lot of their shit and reposting it. So now y'all got the source. You feel me? A lot of my shit come from here. Well, not so much as of recently, but yeah. And now I'm going to read. Let me make sure that y'all can see what's going on. Let me see if y'all can see my screen. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. This says right here, apparently the pastor was robbed in Brooklyn. Interesting. I would like to hear from trustee board about the allocation of church funds, as well as members from the church and community about charity and philanthropy efforts, including reoccurring purchases from black-owned businesses from this pastor. Definitely, you know, that's probably what's coming next, and maybe that's what he was trying to avoid with that speech, like an audit. You know, he was trying to get people to deter from talking about where he's getting all this money for this jewelry. Wonder what the youth program looks like in there. We're about to go through these comments, man, because this shit is funny. Let's see some of the replies. Okay, no, I'm not gonna go to none of the replies. I'm gonna just read the initial comments. Jen _Rebel Floor says, no, God didn't do it. The poor people in the congregation did. Further proof that black people have the financial capacity to build up our communities. We just need to reappropriate our funds. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? You feel me? Now let me see if I can turn. Hold on one second. You know what? I don't want the sound playing. But I'm glad that y'all can see this preacher over here stunting as I'm reading this shit to y'all. Because yeah, he was stunting with, I don't know who money he was stunting with. I haven't audited his shit. So, you know, I'm not gonna make no assumptions, you know, but damn, they going in on him. The only reason I say he might be legit is because he's in real estate. And again, that's why I say I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to make no assumptions and just throw another black man under the bus, because we do that shit so often. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it don't be fair, you know. It's one thing when people of other nationalities do it to us. I expect that. But like I'm gonna give my brother the benefit before I just throw him under the bus. But we are about to go through these comments because, you know what I'm saying, transparency should be there. And you doing a 501(c)(3). This is all under the government. It's a nonprofit. You know what I'm saying? He has to report to the government every year. So if anything ain't on the up and up, they're gonna be digging through his shit after this. It's giving scammer. It's giving flashy. It's giving why I don't follow any religion. Let me like that one. I like that shit. The it's giving. She brought the it's giving on this motherfucker. Hey, I'm feeling that. This shit is funny. This dude is in real estate game heavy. He literally owns the whole block that his church is on. He used to run the streets, got bagged, and did time. Got out, been on his grind since. Is he flashy? Hell yeah, too flashy in my opinion. But that's mainly because the whole stigma behind pastors' wealth stealing from the church thing. Okay, I can respect that. That's from Baca Hannibal. That dude, you feel me? Girl, come on, look at this mess. Robbed or staged. Remember I said that. He owns real estate in NYC, many units. I honestly don't know how people continue to be part of congregations with pastors like this. He's living his best life on the people's dime. But hey, they keep giving. Like he said, I cannot lose. Something like that one. I grew up in the church, and what I haven't realized is that people who go to churches with pastors like this, obviously con artists, are people who don't mind being fooled. They want to be lied to. They want to believe that the fantasy he's selling is real. Shaking my damn head is sad. I love that one. She got a nice picture up there. I think that's Queen Chalky _ White. Go follow her. BK Cap 83. The place got robbed wasn't even a church. It was an event hall that he rented out for his service. And then it has the thinking emojis and the laughing face. If your pastor is the only one in the church dripped in Fendi, Gucci, and diamonds and gold, you at the wrong church. And see, you know what's funny? That's what I was saying earlier. This is what I was saying earlier. If you ain't uplifted everybody in your congregation to being on your level, then the knowledge you giving out ain't working. Then the prayers ain't working. We need to reevaluate this whole situation. But let me keep going. If your pastor is the only one in church dripped in Gucci, Fendi, and diamonds and gold, you at the wrong church. As a matter of fact, don't even go anymore. Read and study the Bible yourself at home. That will solve this. Pastors can have their own business without Pastors can have their own business they built without church money. Name one disciple that was dripped in diamonds and gold preaching the gospel. I'll wait. You can buy, you can't, but you know what's in the Bible. And then they go into Matthew 10:17, King James Version 7. Let me read this. I'm curious to see what this verse is about to say. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. 8, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. 9, provide neither, acquire not, gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses. Dang, man. I love this knowledge. I'm glad I caught this, though. It's funny, I ain't rock my chain in like 2 weeks. I just wanted to switch it up. Like I was about to go get a crystal thing to throw the crystals in and just switch up the whole energy. 10, nor script for your journey. Neither 2 coats, neither shoes. Okay, I'm not turning in my shoes. Okay, I'm about to keep it moving. I just want to see if we got a couple more funny comments on here. I'm hustling backwards. That's what Fab said. Yeah, you need to be a preacher, Fab. They getting it. I read somewhere that he has a record for fraud and money laundering. So basically, he went to jail and came out with a new hustle. Oh, my people, dude got the game and he has played it well. Insurance fraud. Okay. So I'm done reading these comments. I just thought that shit was funny. I wanted y'all to be able to see that shit about this preacher, man. You know what? I got to play a clip for my main man, Jamar Milton. He put me on in the game. So I went and got a clip from one of his old videos. I couldn't find a clip I wanted to find, man, where he had this red hat on, a red hoodie, and he was talking about running down in the, like, people gonna start running down in the churches because these motherfuckers is on some false prophet shit, just taking the money from the people. I was really looking for that specific one. But even if he's in real estate, is it good in taste to flaunt all your cap in front of a poor congregation? And again, you know, it's like I say, if he didn't bring everybody up to his level, it's definitely in poor taste. It's definitely in poor taste too, because he's doing exactly what you said, flaunt. So, you know, for him to leave everybody else starving, yeah, that's fucked up, man. You got to show, it's a show me game. And if you can't show that the shit you doing is working in other people's lives as well, man, it's all cap, man. It's, you know, again, but like I say, no religion has a monopoly on the miracles God is supposed to bring. I forgot where I got that from, but yeah, no religion has a monopoly on the miracles God is supposed to bring. Not Islam, not Judaism, not Christianity. Because if they did, it wouldn't even be no other religions. Everybody would just follow the one. Like, this is the only one that works. But we don't have that. We can't show that. You know what I'm saying? When we track the studies, If we just keep it scientific, like, man, we have no way to know. Everybody just out here guessing. You know what I'm saying? So when you deem somebody to hell for not following your belief system and you just guessing, man, that's real indignant and audacity of you motherfuckers. Let me go ahead and play Jamar. Jamar, shout out Jamar Bill, man. Everybody go follow him.
I think Donald Trump is the best thing for you niggas, especially for you coons. Especially for you coons. Without him, none of this would have happened. None of this could be possible. All praises due. Because you niggas, you know what you still would be doing? You know what you still would be doing? Taking your hard-earned money, and dumping it right back into the system every single Sunday, taking your black Jesus money. I'm sorry, taking your white Jesus money, most of y'all, dumping it right back in the system, taking your cracker baby Jesus money, giving it right back to the pulpit instead of building our own hospitals. Just think about this. What if we had our own hospitals during this day and time? And we didn't have to be subject to the tests and the rules and the laws of the time whose health index is not the same as ours. What if we had our own? What if all that money that you dumped into these churches, into these mosques, what if you built black hospitals? Niggas! Oh no, you didn't think of that. You didn't think of that, Time for you to go see Doc. You're gonna find the first Jewish man you can find, right? Right? That's
so exactly what he's saying, man. You guys is in here giving all your money to these people when we could be taking that money and building our own infrastructure, building our own hospitals, building our own schools, and teaching our own kids. Like, and it's funny, man. It's so much money that we waste. Like, if we just came together as a collective, you know what I'm saying, we could do so much. And that's what the whole Illuminati thing is. When people get some money and bread and they have to go into the Illuminati, when they're adopted into the Illuminati, they keep these motherfuckers from actually doing anything with their money that makes real change. You know what I'm saying? And if they do start to veer in that direction, they get rid of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Them people don't last long. They slander their name, they slander their character, they paint them like they crazy. They Dave Chappelle these people. You see what I'm saying? And they get them up out of here. And I want to play that one more time, man. Just for the people who just tapping in. And again, if you're in here right now, man, please smash that like button. Please smash that share button. Don't be scared to hit that bell so you get a notification when we go live. You know, fuck with me. Astral Projections 369. Subscribe to my YouTube, please.
I think Donald Trump being president is the best thing that has happened to black people's mindsets.
Back perfect. This is the perfect spot.
In hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. I think he's the best thing that came along to help us out and do what we need to do to figure out who we are and what our purpose is here. I think Donald Trump is the best thing for you niggas, especially for you coons. Especially for you coons. Without him, none of this would have happened. None of this could be possible. All praises due. Because you niggas, you know what you still would be doing? You know what you still would be doing? Taking your hard-earned money, and dumping it right back into the system every single Sunday, taking your black Jesus money. I'm sorry, taking your white
giving
Jesus
it
money,
to preachers like the
dumping
one who just
right
robbed
back
you.
in the system. Taking your cracker baby Jesus money, giving it right back to the pulpit instead of
giving it right back to preachers like this who going and riding around in Rolls Royces, Lambo trucks. You giving all your money to these preachers when we can be taking this money and building our own infrastructures. You know what I'm saying? Building our own hospitals, building our own schools, educating our own youth. This shit is not even that hard. Everybody's just so caught up in this matrix and all this material shit. Like, we can't sit down and come up with a plan to save our lives. And it's funny, you know, the election's going to be coming up soon and everybody's going to be scrambling like, oh, we got to vote Democrat again no matter what. Who cares if they're not offering us shit? You know what I'm saying? When we could take the time right now to be trying to build our shit and nobody's doing that. You know what I'm saying? The shit, I'm not going to say nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm building amongst my people, but you know, I can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? They just struck third-party candidates from the ballot. So it's fucked up. Now you only got two choices. Now you only got two choices. And they know, like, hey, they're gonna vote for us regardless. Fuck them.
building our own hospitals. Just think about this. What if we had our own hospitals during this day and time? And we didn't have to be subject to the tests and the rules and the laws of the time whose health index is not the same as ours. What if we had our own? What if all that money that you
Yeah, because all the money
dumped into these churches,
we dumping into these churches, so that way, you know, Pastor Whitehead could be shining like this. Now I know it's a lot of churches out here doing some dope shit though. You know, just around the corner they keep a food drive going on. You know, they keep a food drive going on. They stay feeding the community. You know, but and again, this ain't a knock on all churches. You know, it's just frauds. Like, I'm not even gonna say frauds, but we do believe that scamming caught up with this guy. Either that or he set it up himself. Like, the video was very revealing watching him talk and explain the whole situation. And again, for the people who just tuning in, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video one more time so you can see the whole robbery and how the shit went down. You know what I'm saying? Everything looked legit.
This what the paper said.
This is where he sees him come in. He's all right. He lays it down. The robbers come in. Here in Akron, where Jelena Walker was recently murdered by the PD. Most black folks still on go vote. Yep. I'm not. Jelena Walker. That sounds like a female's name. Is that a female or is that the dude who just got shot 60 times in Akron? And you in Akron? You close for real. But yeah, we got the drummer over here. I don't know if he's a drummer. I don't see no drumsticks in his hand. I don't know what he's doing. He may be one of them people that read out loud like the Israelites got. I don't know. All I know is dude's backdrop is fire though. I don't know who put that together for him, but I need them to make one for my podcast. I need my logo back there. Okay, again, they're robbing him right now. You see his feet underneath this thing right here. You see the robber standing over top of him. They're taking his jewelry and his chain. They got the gun to him. Right here, if you look in the bottom right corner, they're robbing him right now. Jalen, okay, yeah. And they're out of there. You know what I'm saying? They take him for everything. Dude doubles back. Like, hold on, man. Let me check them pockets, man. What the fuck? And they said he had 2 chains on. Boom, and they gone. Now we got the dude over here. Maybe, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, are there drums in front of him? No, I think that's another chair. Okay, so we got dude. Yeah, she's in a panic. So she at least believed it. She looked more scared than him. I'm not gonna say it's because of female. Black females is warriors. So, again, yeah. Bishop Whitehead takes an L. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping and tuning in, man. I'm pretty much done with this one. You know what? Let me go back and just see if he got anything else more to say. And again, the boy is fresh. You got the salmon frames on. No lenses. You know, nice accessory piece. He's killing it. He's killing it right here. I don't like the backdrop. I think they could have chosen a better background than this guy right here, looking like the Joker. I don't know why this shit freezing and not playing.
My community work speaks for itself. I am the biggest.
If it speaks for itself, why you have to give your whole resume?
Giveaways. Last year, I shut down on Thanksgiving, and I spent $25,000 to feed 30 families. Go buy
Nigga,
what
you
want.
lying.
The year before.
That don't even add up. What? That's like $800 a family. Somebody do the math for me. I'm glad I let this shit play. He writing off a lot of shit that he ain't supposed to be writing off or something, man. Nigga, $25,000? Nigga, I could feed 35 families with like 3,500. Like, what are you doing? Where are you shopping at? You didn't go to Sam's Club? Let me run that back, man. See, shit, little shit. When you lying to a smart motherfucker, like, you can't lie to a smart motherfucker, bro. Can't lie
Men
to a smart
leading
motherfucker.
neighborhoods like this, it will be changed. I wear what I wear to encourage people, not to laugh at people.
And you know what? I respect that and I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I'll be trying to be flashy or whatever to get people's attention so that way once you get people's attention, first you have to have their attention. If you don't have their attention, they're not going to be listening to what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? So, like, just like last week, I was on here with the Gucci and the Fendi. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not, taking donations from the congregation and telling them, hey, I'm about to be doing works in the community with this shit. Hey, and if you hit my Cash App up right now, though. $ Astral Vibe Tribe, because we do got to keep the lights on around this motherfucker. I pay $50 a month for the streaming program. The motherfucking PowerPoints is it's $100 for that program. You know what I'm saying? Internet, all that shit. Yeah, if you want to tap in and help out, y'all flooded me the first week. I made like 100 my 2 weeks. But yeah, man, I appreciate and love every one of y'all that tap in, even if it's just $1. You know what I'm saying? I know I reached somebody or something I dropped was informative or entertaining to you. You know what I'm saying? You should be 99 cents. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you because you already know what I'm gonna do with it. Keep this shit going. But again, I pay for all this shit out of my pocket, so I do this shit for free. Like, it's just not about the money. Eventually my numbers gonna be up. YouTube will cut me a check and I'll be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't need money from the people. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to drop this knowledge, and we supposed to be passing knowledge around like blunts. You know what I'm saying? So, here, puff puff pass, motherfucker. Share this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how we puff puff passing this knowledge. I need everybody in here to hit that share button. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Let me go ahead and let him talk though. My bad. I'll be ranting sometimes. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I like how he talking about how you fresh. And I ain't gonna pause it no more because it's
To
shit.
encourage people, not to laugh at people. My community work speaks for itself. I am the biggest pastor in New York City of my giveaways. Last year, I shut down on Thanksgiving and I spent $25,000 to feed 30 families.
What?
Go buy what you want. The year before that, I did the same thing. Google it. You'll see it. Every Christmas, I give away thousands of
He
toys.
just said his resume
Where is
speak
that
for
in the media?
itself. And then he
Where
don't
is
speak
that
for
in
the
the
resume.
tabloids?
I hate
I
when
go to
people do that.
prisons. I have gang walks. Gang members call me and ask me for advice. I bring gang members to talk to captains and inspectors. I bridge the gap between the streets, the church, and politics. Where is that in the media?
That's why they took
Why
you
do
up
we always
top.
gotta tear black men down? I don't see y'all talking about Joel Osteen
Hey, I was
and his
close.
jets.
I
and
tell you,
his
on the Price
houses.
of Right, I would be a beast.
I don't see y'all talking about his tailored suits. But as soon as a black man has a tailored suit, he's a criminal. And y'all build a narrative. Oh, he was in prison, and he must have knew something
Why
about
he
a robbery.
acting like he on
Are you
trial?
kidding me? Let my church
See,
give us some
so
sympathy.
that's the energy he's projecting.
empathize with
So
us in this season.
that's
This
why
only
I'm
happened 5
feeling that
days ago.
energy. You know what I'm saying? My
We're
intuition is
mourning.
picking that shit up. Like, nigga, you
We're
begging and
hurting.
pleading when
We
nobody
had to get on the
accused you of
floor.
nothing yet. You don't
So why
have
y'all
to do
making the
that.
pastor get on the floor?
That's why he guilty,
Why
man.
y'all
You know what I'm
beating me up
saying?
like
The
this?
subconscious speaks.
Why are you
volumes.
doing what you're doing? So when we look at tabloids and you guys say, well, the reason why his church got robbed was because of his lifestyle and because of the clothes he wear and the jewelry he the jury he has? Well, I want to take you back to June 17th in 2015. 9 people were killed during a worship service at Emmanuel African Methodist Church in South Carolina. That pastor didn't have chains. That pastor didn't have a nice car. But yet they prayed, P-R-E-Y-E-D. They are praying.
See, he trying to
on
make it not
our
about
church.
him. He like, well, fuck it.
What
Y'all don't care
about
about me.
In 2017,
churches.
another black church in
Y'all
Texas.
care about churches, right?
26 church members
Like,
died.
bro, man.
And 20 wounded because they walked in our church and did what they wanted to do. This is the first time this ever happened.
He ain't
in
call
New
none
York
of them
City.
gang members to get
The
his chain
first
back.
time ever. So therefore, if we don't protect our houses of worship, they're going to be copycat crimes, just like this. And I
You
want
see
to
how
call
you trying
on
to
the
sell
governor,
fear on
I
y'all
wanna
so that
call
way
on
y'all
the
do
mayor,
something about
I
his
wanna
situation?
call on the Congress, the council, and the assembly. They need to
I think
pass
the
a
police
law
should be handling it,
expeditiously
but
that pastors of houses of worship and anyone under the ecclesiastical staff need to be able to have permits for firearms. If the
I
teachers
agree with
can have it, we should be able to have it. No matter if we have a record, it should be exempt because we've changed our life. And you said, well, why do you have to carry pistols? And why
he's
can't you,
nice
have
with it.
security?
Hey,
well,
fuck. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm rocking with him now. I didn't make it this far in the video, but he just said if you're a pastor, that gun law license shit should be exempt. Hey, I'm going to support this brother fully in his endeavors because he just made a loophole for more black people to go ahead and get firearms. I'm a 3-time felon. I'm about to get my little shit expunged though, and then I should be able to be all to the good. But if that don't work, you know what I'm saying? There go another little loophole for me. I'm glad I heard him speak on that. You know, I hope he's successful in that endeavor. You know, because we do need to protect ourselves at all times, and I don't think he should have been lacking in that church by any means, nigga. You got all that money for that jewelry, nigga. A gun is $350, and you could have had armed people around you. You know what I'm saying? I don't always carry my gun, but if I can't, I'm gonna make sure somebody around who gonna bust that motherfucker if I'm naked. Like, look, I don't want to carry mine. I got to go pick up what's the name. I know he got a CCW in case somebody get the wild and we can defend ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to move strategically. I don't know. You got too much money and making yourself too much of a target to not be concerned about how you moving out here, fam. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't do that. You know? This is fucked up, and it's a sad story, and I don't wish this on nobody. No pastor, no imam, no, you know, an imam is a Muslim pastor, I guess or Muslim priest. You know, will they allow guns in a 501(c) corporation church? I don't know. We have to look this up. That's a good question. You know, I don't know. I don't be pretending to be smart. I just know what I know, and what I don't know, I don't know. But we can always learn together. We can always learn together. Let me know if you Google it real quick. And anybody in here right now, man, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Astral Projections 369. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can get a check for bringing y'all this news. Day make me want to do a podcast on Nick Cannon next because that nigga got robbed in Cleveland. I don't know if I will even be able to find any of that information, but it's probably on Google. My mama told me though. She was like, "Can you believe they robbed Nick Cannon?" She's like, "Man, they tripping out here." She's like, "That's why I keep my thing on me." My mama gangster. I'm like, "All right, ma. I don't want to hear all that, ma. You calling me flexing? I know you keep your thing. You sound like one of the homies. Like, sheesh." My mama funny, man. Love you, ma, if you watching. Let me let this nigga talk. This nigga funny, man. Who do he look like, though? He look like somebody. I just can't. He look guilty. That's what he look. Fuck. Tell me he don't. This nigga look like he give me that R. Kelly vibes. Like I'm out here fighting for my life. That's the vibes I get from this nigga, man. I get them R. Kelly, I'm fighting for my life vibes out here. You know, when Gail was interviewing him, like, this shit's scary. You know, and these are the people that we're supposed to go to, that are supposed to be our middleman to God. You know, this shit sucks. You know, not for me. I don't have a middleman. I connect straight to source. You already know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If not, hate, I'm not even gonna respond to you. Another thing I gotta stop doing is lowering my energy and responding to people who aren't on frequency and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Churches are too small to
I'm gonna
afford
stop doing that shit
armed
too
security.
this week.
So
Today.
we should be able to bear arms like the Constitution said. So I want to close out with,
Hey, you should, like the Constitution say, and it shall not be infringed upon, whether you
We
got a
are-
felony or not.
our brother's keeper.
So I feel him.
And I'm asking the media today. I called this emergency press conference because the leading story around the world is Bishop Whitehead. You
He
Google
ain't think that shit was gonna blow up
Bishop
like that.
Whitehead.
But
Everybody's trending off of Bishop
I'm not no
Whitehead.
hater, and I ain't 12. So
But
even if
Bishop
this shit
Whitehead
is all a
goes home
scam,
and cry.
I don't
Because
want
I'm the
him
victim.
to
My church is the victim.
go to jail.
But the
I felt
media
like
is
what just
portraying me
happened
to be a villain.
was the consequences of
And
his
it's not
actions.
fair.
You have cause and effect. That's all
Let
you
us
have in this
mourn a little
world.
bit. Let us thank God
Cause
a
and
little
effect,
bit
and this is how energy works.
that there were
So,
no fatalities at
he wasn't
all.
doing right by the people. The people came to see
So,
about him. That's how it
I'm going to
goes.
open the floor for questions.
You know, I don't want
I'm
to see
going
him in
to answer
jail.
it
He already
to my
got what
best
was coming to him.
knowledge.
It seems like
And based off of what I've conversated with my attorney,
he got an attorney and everything. See, he's scared of going to jail. Why you got an attorney? You got robbed. You are not the criminal here. And why do it say A1 right there? A1, prayer, worship, results. Yeah, meditate, visualize, manifest. That's how we doing it. Same thing. Prayer, meditate, worship, visualize. That means see what you want, visualize it, see it. Use your third eye to close your eyes. Use your third eye to see it. Bring it to reality, because whatever you want is already yours. There's a version of you already out there shining. You just have to bring that version of you to reality. Every day, visual, you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've been lacking and slacking. I've been acting like I'm so busy I can't, but there's nothing more important than doing that. You know what I'm saying? I need the more, if I'm actually that busy, if you're stressed and everything cool, they say meditate for 20-something minutes. And if everything's all bad, they say you may need an hour. You may need 20 minutes 4 times a day. There's a lot of different ways you can meditate, though. That meditation process is actually for manifestation. You can also meditate and do shadow work, body healing, meditate to raise your frequency. You know, there's so many different forms of meditation. There's heart breathing that you can do with meditation. You can meditate to try to astral project. Again, so there's so many different uses and forms for meditation. But I just noticed that this was in the background. A1, prayer, worship, results. And I said meditation, visualize, manifest. The results would be manifest, worship would be visualize, and prayer would be meditate. That's dope. I'll just put that together. And let me see what it say underneath, because I'm big on symbolism and things being signs. And I still don't like this guy behind him. Like I think this was all set up. It says the heart of the nation for the nation. Ooh, I like that though. And I don't know what it's cutting off, but just as the phrase that's showing right there, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to pay that attention. If you in here again, smash that like button, smash that share button so somebody else can get this knowledge, man. I'm over here dropping grade A game over here for free, man. I do this. Let me go ahead and talk. I'm clouded. I'm clowning. That boy's sharp, baby. That boy's sharp. That boy's sharp. I gotta step
You
my
Google
fresh up.
Bishop Whitehead. Everybody's trending off of Bishop Whitehead.
I'm trending off
But
you
Bishop
right now.
Whitehead goes home and cry because I'm the
No.
victim. My church is the victim. But the media is portraying me to be a villain.
Damn, that's easy.
And it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Let us mourn a little bit. Let us thank God a little bit that there were no fatalities.
I feel that though.
At
I feel
all.
that. I'm rocking with that.
So I'm going to open the floor for
So if you
questions,
catch this, I guess I
and I'm
apologize for
going
being
to
so hard
answer
on you. I
it
should have waited. It was too
to
early.
my best knowledge
I should have waited till like
and based
tomorrow.
off of what I've conversated with my attorney.
He looked
Bishop,
nervous,
what do you
man.
have to say? Did you, based on what the
Again, he
the
making a
woman in the
public
lawsuit
appearance and doing
accused
public
you of
speaking, so
stealing
maybe he
$90,000
is.
$90,000 life savings, did you do that, and what is your response?
Well, today, as one of the CBS reporters so kindly brought to our attention, and my attorney also brought to my
Let me go back. It sounds like they asked him an embarrassing question.
that there were no fatalities at all. So I'm going to open the floor for questions, and I'm going to answer it to my best knowledge and based off of what I've conversated with my attorney.
He's displaying suspicious behavior. The video looked weird to me.
Bishop, what do you have to say? Did you,
I agree.
Based on what the woman in the lawsuit accused you of stealing $90,000 life savings, did you do that, and what is your response?
Well, today,
Well, he just asked about him screwing up this $90,000 in somebody's life savings, and did he do that? Did I hear that right? I'm sorry, I got to go back one more time. I don't know if I heard that right. I was over here reading these comments.
to my best knowledge and based off of what I've conversated with my attorney.
Bishop, what do you have to say? Did you, based on what the woman in the lawsuit accused you of stealing $90,000 life savings, did you do that, and what is your response?
Well, today, as one of the CBS reporters
They asked
so
him,
kindly brought to our attention, and my attorney also brought to
did
my
he
attention,
steal
we gained a victory
$90,000?
today. We gained a victory today. Y'all do your own research, but I can't get into the legality of this fictitious claim against me. So we gained.
Well, I guess there's a claim against him about him taking this woman's $90,000 life savings. And the reporter just put him on blast. And then, he was like, he funny, man. This guy got a whole lot going on. And like like Day say, man, scamming done caught up with this nigga. You owe somebody grandma 90,000. You stole 90,000 from somebody? Grandmama? Allegedly. Let me put the allegedly on there. Because again, I'm not going to, again, it's only been, 2 days. So I'm going to let you mourn a little bit before we start digging into this shit for real, for real. And I hope 2 weeks from now we don't see, robbers caught and pastor locked up for insurance fraud because you set this whole thing up. We don't give you the benefit of the doubt and assume all this is on the up and up, even though you do have a history of this type of shit. I mean, you know what? Fuck that, man. I don't got to let you motherfucking make me feel bad to the point where I got to give you the benefit of the doubt when you haven't even earned it as a person. Fuck that. Your history shows that this is the type of person you are. Now, if I don't believe that, then I'm the stupid motherfucker. And you see, yeah, let me check myself and remember what I almost let him get me, y'all. I almost let him get me. Hell no, nigga. Your history too bad, man. I'm going to look at you for exactly who you are. I'm not going to let you put up this whole God persona like you holier than thou now. Nigga, we on your heels, bro. We on your heels. And we got an old lady talking about you to snatch 90,000 from her. And if you're in Brooklyn, I bet you she wasn't Caucasian. Maybe she was. I don't know. I don't know what type of people you preying on or dealing with. But it's out there. And you won't even speak about it. So fuck that. Yeah, we got to deal with a snake just like a snake, man.
I'll do your own research.
We can't let them be like, no, man, I'm a bunny now, man.
Legality of
I didn't like that snake life wasn't for me, and then we just go, no, nigga.
Claim against me.
You over here stuttering and shit.
Life savings. Did you do that, and what is your response?
Well, today, as one of the CBS reporters so kindly brought to our attention, and my attorney also brought to my attention, we gained a victory today. We gained a victory today. Y'all do your own research, but I can't get into the legality of this fictitious claim against me. So we gained a victory today. So everybody that's been posting about Bishop, I want y'all to understand that y'all are seeing a true man of God. Y'all can paint me the way y'all want to paint me, but we gained a victory today, and I'm going to leave it right there.
And also, have you spoken with the mayor since yesterday?
Yes.
What did you talk about?
He just encouraged me to keep my head strong.
So actually, the numbers, the 400,000 and the 1 million, they come straight from the NYPD. That's how we're reporting it. And I actually asked the NYPD how they got those numbers. They said the victim of the crime reports the numbers. So I was wondering, first, how did the $400,000 number come up, and then how did it go up to $1 million?
You have to ask.
Boom. So they caught his ass lying. He was trying to say, I didn't say them numbers, so I don't know how y'all coming up with this shit. And then the reporter was just like, just so you know, we talked to the NYPD and these numbers are coming straight from them. There was reported 1 million and reported 400,000. So, and they said it was reported by the victim. Like, nigga, so stop acting like we capping, nigga. Like, or maybe he's overestimating what he actually had and he don't want people all in his business knowing what he about to get back from these people. Let me go ahead and let this play.
Actually, the numbers, the 400,000 and the 1 million, they come straight from the NYPD. That's how we're reporting it. And
Like,
I
damn,
actually
bitch, you
asked
all
the
in my
NYPD
business.
how they got those numbers. They said the victim of the crime reports the numbers. So I was wondering, first, how did the $400,000 number come up, and then how did it go up to $1 million?
You have to ask the NYPD for that. You can't ask me
To
that.
ask you.
No, I'm telling you to ask them.
That's the question we're not going to address at this time.
Yeah. So next, who's have another question?
You got mad at her?
My legal team told me do not get into the value of any property. So you guys do your research. You guys do what you have to do, but those numbers are inaccurate.
The hashtag 400,000.
He said you she said you hashtag 400,000.
Anybody else?
Like, damn, they caught this. This dude is a bad liar. Look at him.
Have you spoken to the Department of Interfaith in regard to the situation of the religious outfits?
Well, we have really been taking our time because this has been a traumatic experience. So I've been having my church in therapy this week. So my main focus right now is to
It was
make sure
25 people.
that my church
There's
is
25
okay.
people in this
And,
man's church.
all of those meetings will
Not
come.
to hate on this, how
all of
big
those
his
meetings
congregation
will
is.
proceed. I'm hoping that the governor
Probably just in this shit for the
will reach out
write-offs.
to me so we can have a sit down. Since I am the first pastor to ever be robbed in history in New York City, so I'm waiting for the governor to reach out to me. I'm also just waiting for all elected officials that can pass laws, sit down with me, and I'm definitely going to address that.
So, before you helped turn the young man in, shooting at the subway, I remember when.
While this is playing, I want to look something else up for y'all. I hope this don't skip.
And during that campaign, you accepted a loan, $150,000 from a woman down in Miami, just said for euro. Just wondering how you know her and why you did not repay her.
Thank you so much. At this present time, Bishop will no longer be answering any more questions. We appreciate your time. Have a good day.
I didn't even get to finish the question.
I'm gonna let it continue. You're right. Yes, you're right. You're right. They're trying. Listen, that's more of a legal question, and what you just stated is inaccurate. I'm gonna leave it there. But that's.
Do you have a lawyer we can get in contact with?
Yep.
What's his name?
All you have to do is send an email, and then we'll email you back. All right.
So they got him up out of there quick. He's done. Okay. Let me see what's going on with the rest of this press conference. Oh, so he's still up there talking for like another 15 minutes, though. Let me go back, but I want to show y'all something else real quick while I got y'all here. Let me share my system audio. I don't know if this is going to play loud. I hope it does. I hope it's not too quiet for y'all. And that's usually what happens. Let's see if this plays. This is Paul Mooney's Nigga Pope excerpt. It's just funny. Y'all can't even hear that shit. Hold on. All right, my bad. It was a crazy echo. I was just like checking my phone. I should have just ripped it for y'all and slapped it on in there. This is the website I'll be using to rip these videos. YouTube to mp4.com. Let's see if this shit works. And y'all will be able to hear it. No, I typed it in wrong. Here we go. I watch how fast I do this shit. My internet's working right. Boom, it came up. That was fast. Pop up. Damn, is it done already? Sweet. Okay, perfect. Now I don't got to show this screen no more. I can share the video like this. Share video file, downloads.
It's the end, though. It is the fucking end. Kiss all of it goodbye. Everybody then went stone-ass crazy. And I thought niggas were crazy, but white folks are real crazy. White people have done some crazy shit. White folks, you have got to find an age limit for the Pope. You have got to find it. This rickety-crickety, this old-ass Pope, he didn't even know he was the Pope. He thought it was Halloween. Then they took in that movie, The Passion, to get his approval. That man was old. He did not know what he was watching. They could have showed him Barbershop. He didn't know what he was watching. Then the Pope dropped dead, and white folks went crazy. They paraded the Pope around like he was Dracula. I thought he was gonna get up. The Pope started stinking. I said, what is that I smell? It's the Pope, he's not getting up. Bury him. Then they tell me they got a Nazi Pope now. They picked a Nazi Pope, a Pope that was a Nazi. That's because he was white, they got scared. He was white, they got scared. They didn't care if he was a serial killer. Just, he's white, hurry up. Because there was a nigger priest, and he might have been the nigger Pope. And they got scared. And the nigger Pope would have been the perfect Pope. Who else could wear that cape and that jewelry? But a nigger Pope. And when they shoot at the nigger Pope, he'll be shooting back. They shot at the nigger Pope this morning. He shot 8 other people. He could be overheard and said, they ain't getting this jewelry. Not all this praying I done done.
See? And it's like, how did the pastor get caught lacking? You know, maybe he didn't see this Paul Mooney fucking clip. He said, they not getting this jewelry. Not all this praying I done done. You know, when they shoot at me, I'm going to be shooting back. Like, you made yourself a target. You made your whole congregation a target. I think you owed and they deserved better. I think you owed them more, and I think they deserve better than a priest, than a pastor who doesn't know that shit like that is going, you know, what type of energy that shit brings. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, you know, protect yourself at all times, man. Yeah, Paul Mooney is funny for that shit. You know, you can look this up on YouTube. I'm gonna play this little Ed clip again. This shit
The
funny.
Pope started stinking. Then they tell me they got a Nazi Pope now. They picked a Nazi Pope, a Pope that was a Nazi. That's because he was white. They got scared. He was white. They got scared. They didn't care if he was a serial killer. Just, he's white. Hurry up. Because there was a nigger priest, and he might have been the nigger Pope. And they got scared. And the nigger Pope would have been the perfect Pope. Who else could wear that cape and that jewelry? But a nigger Pope. And when they shoot at the nigger pope, he'll be shooting back. They shot at the nigger pope this morning. He shot 8 other people. He could be overheard saying, they ain't getting this jury. Not all this praying I done.
And that shit is funny, man. And again, man, I hope everybody has a blessed, bright, beautiful day, man. Continue to keep spreading positivity. And you already know my saying. Let me bring myself on the screen. You already know my saying. Shit, I forgot my saying. Nobody can be you better than you. Always be you unapologetically. If you running around out here trying to be somebody else, who gonna be you, man? We need you out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why you here. You know, play your role. You know, love the skin you in. You know, with that being said, everybody have a great day, man. Love y'all. I'm out. A1. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe.